Hey YouTube, I wanted to dive into some of the double sanitaire story here. So this is not going to be containing any vacuuming in this video. This is going to be more of a story video, or history. So for those of you who are interested in how the double sanitaire became to be and what modifications had to be done to make this, this video will cover most of that stuff. So without further ado, here we go. Alright, so let's start off with some of this bad boys, how the idea came to make this. So how I got the idea to make this is I started seeing more Sanitaire wide track videos, and it popped up in my mind that would be super great for what I do, because at the time I was just really cleaning mostly wide open spaces, if not only wide open spaces. And I was using that one over there, which did the job, but it wouldn't be what this would be. So during quarantine, my dad and I had nothing better to do, so my dad went ahead and did the woodworking for this, and then I bought all the stuff needed to make this. This wood is from our garage. So during quarantine we made this, and that's how the double sanitaire became to be. And that's when its existence started. So what modifications had to be done to make this? Well, let's check that out. First we had to obviously do the wood frame. So this bottom piece my dad sawed right here to split into two pieces, and that is basically bolted together with a bolt here, and then this is basically a long screw, whatever you want to call it. And there's two of them in here. And then these two side pieces help the top piece here and bottom piece stay together more frequently. There's a cat that we got in April. Her name is Snowflake. Bandit sister. You have a sister. Okay, aside from the jokes. This top piece, we used 3 bolts to keep this top piece together, which same deal, it was sawed so it would split apart, and here are the bolts back here. We used a chair handle, or a leg more like, off of one of those fold up fancy chairs, and that's how that happened. That's where the handle comes from. I could use a double sanitaire's handles, but this is much more comfortable. So that's the wood frame stuff. Now on to what modifications I did to the actual machines. The modification I did to the actual machines. Oh, something I forgot to mention. On the bottom of the handle here, we have a 15 amp power strip I use the switch right here to turn the double sanitaire on and off right here. This is the double sanitaire's on and off switch. And then here's where the cords plug into. And then here's the end of the power strip cord that's basically wrapped around these handles. And this is what I plug into I use a 12 gauge 100-foot extension cord that I plug this into when I work. She is very curious of that. It's not from here. What is it? I'm on to you. And then how the modifications I did down here are, I reversed the direction the brush roll spin in. So instead of spinning the brush roll backwards, I made it so it spins forward. Sorry about that. So I know some collectors will be like, oh, you're not supposed to be having it spin that way. It should be spinning the right way. But, I mean, I've had it like this for like 2 months now. Hasn't died. Brush strips haven't shown any excessive sign of wear. Although you might notice an excessive sign of wear if you do this when the brush strips are worn in the back. Otherwise, it's just to... Otherwise, it's your traditional Sanitaire. It's just, instead of one, it is 2 Sanitaires. As you can see. And then, to keep these heads, to keep the Sanitaires down here from shifting or splitting apart, I have 3 zip ties right here and a zip tie back here. This helps the Sanitaire to not shift, or the heads to shift, or for them to split apart. And then recently I added magnets, which are very strong. These will keep metal objects from entering the fan or the bag, as for that matter. And that's it for the construction part. And as I said, this thing's lasted a year, and I told you it's a bit of its history. So, and how it came. So there you have it. That's pretty much the story. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.